What if the secrets of ancient spirituality were hidden right in front of us, woven through the teachings of today's world religions? What if a forgotten civilization held the key to unlocking your true potential? In today's video, we journey into the mysterious world of Lemuria, a lost civilization believed to hold powerful wisdom about consciousness, energy, and our connection to the divine. In today's video, we're going to explore a fascinating topic, one that bridges ancient wisdom with modern spirituality. We are diving into the concept of Lemuria, an ancient civilization that has captured the imagination of many for centuries. But what if I told you that some of the teachings of Lemuria may still be hidden in plain sight within modern religions? Yes, that's right. In this video, we will uncover how Lemurian teachings, deeply rooted in spirituality and the expansion of consciousness, may have influenced the religions we follow today. We will take a deep dive into how ancient practices and beliefs from Lemuria could have been integrated into the teachings of Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, and even New Age spiritual practices. So stay with me as we uncover these hidden connections and see how they may shape your own spiritual journey. Let's begin. Lemuria is often referred to as a lost continent, an ancient civilization that existed long before recorded history. Its location is still debated. Some believe it was situated in the Pacific Ocean. Others think it might have been in the Indian Ocean or even Antarctica. The idea of Lemuria was first popularized in the 19th century, when the term was coined by the biologist Philip Slater, as he speculated that a landmass might have once connected parts of Asia and Madagascar. This theory came after he noticed the presence of similar species on both sides of the Indian Ocean. The idea of Lemuria, however, isn't just about geography. It's steeped in mythology and spiritual lore. Many modern spiritualists, New Age thinkers, and esoteric scholars believe that Lemuria was a highly advanced civilization with profound knowledge of the human mind, energy systems, and the cosmos. Their teachings are said to revolve around the development of higher consciousness, spiritual enlightenment, and living in harmony with the natural world. Some describe Lemurians as peaceful, spiritually evolved beings who had mastered the art of energy healing, telepathy, and other extraordinary abilities. Others believe that they were deeply connected to the earth and could communicate with nature, animals, and even the elements themselves. The civilization, according to these beliefs, eventually fell due to cataclysmic events, such as natural disasters, or the shift of the Earth's tectonic plates, leaving behind only traces of their wisdom scattered across the world. Many claim that these teachings have been preserved in secret, hidden away within ancient religious texts, sacred symbols, and even modern spiritual practices. So when we talk about Lemuria, it's not just about the lost land mass. It's about the deeper hidden knowledge that continues to influence spiritual thought today. The core Lemurian teachings are deeply centered on spiritual awakening, harmony, and connection with the universe. One of the key principles of Lemurian philosophy is unity. Lemurians believed in the interconnectedness of all life forms, human beings, animals, plants, and the earth itself. They saw every being as part of a greater cosmic whole, which meant that all actions, thoughts, and intentions affected the collective energy of the world. In this way, Lemurian teachings emphasized living in harmony with nature and the cosmos. They taught that by aligning oneself with the natural flow of the universe, individuals could experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Another central aspect of Lemurian wisdom was the concept of inner peace and spiritual enlightenment. Lemurians believed that true happiness came from within. They focused on meditation and deep introspection as tools to cultivate inner peace. They also practiced energy work, healing, and self-awareness to clear blockages in the mind and spirit, which allowed them to tap into higher levels of consciousness. One of the most profound aspects of Lemurian teachings was the idea of self-mastery. They believed that every individual had the power to shape their own reality through their thoughts, emotions, and actions. They taught that by mastering the mind and emotions, individuals could transcend physical limitations and unlock their true potential. In Lemurian philosophy, There was a deep reverence for spiritual growth and personal transformation. Lemurians practiced rituals that helped them connect with higher realms of consciousness. They used symbols, chants, and sacred geometry as part of their spiritual practices to access higher knowledge. The Lemurian teachings also emphasized healing, both physical and emotional. They had an advanced understanding of energy flow and used this knowledge to heal the body and mind. This healing system, often referred to as energy medicine, is said to have been one of the foundations of their society. The ultimate goal of Lemurian teachings was spiritual awakening and enlightenment. They believed that through self-awareness, personal growth, and harmony with the universe, individuals could achieve a state of pure consciousness, transcending the material world and becoming one with the divine. These teachings, though ancient, continue to resonate with many modern spiritual seekers who are drawn to the idea of living a life of balance, peace, and spiritual growth. Lemurian wisdom calls us to look within ourselves and explore the deeper aspects of our being, reminding us of our connection to the earth, to each other, and to the universe as a whole. When we look at modern religions, we can begin to see striking parallels to the teachings of Lemuria. Christianity, for example, shares many values with Lemurian philosophy. One of the key tenets of Christianity is love and unity. Jesus Christ, in his teachings, emphasized the importance of loving one another and living in peace, which mirrors the Lemurian belief in unity. In both traditions, there is a profound understanding that love is the ultimate force that binds all living things together. Christianity also teaches about the importance of inner peace, as found in the Sermon on the Mount, which closely aligns with the Lemurian focus on spiritual enlightenment and inner harmony. The practice of forgiveness and turning the other cheek can also be seen as an echo of Lemurian wisdom, emphasizing the need for personal growth and transcending lower impulses such as anger and revenge. Moving to Buddhism, we find even more clear parallels to Lemurian teachings. Buddhism teaches that the path to enlightenment is through self-awareness, mindfulness, and meditation, much like the Lemurian practice of introspection and meditation, to cultivate inner peace. Both philosophies emphasize detachment from the material world and the development of higher consciousness. In Buddhism, the concept of interconnectedness is central. Everything is interconnected, from the individual to the universe, much like the Lemurian understanding of unity and the connection of all beings. Another key aspect of Buddhism, karma, is also related to Lemurian teachings. Both systems believe that every action, thought, and intention has consequences that ripple through the universe. In Hinduism, we see similar themes of self-mastery and spiritual growth. The idea of achieving moksha, or liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth, parallels the Lemurian goal of transcendence and spiritual awakening. Both traditions emphasize the importance of spiritual practices, such as meditation, yoga, and energy work, to achieve higher states of consciousness. Hinduism, with its reverence for nature, also shares the Lemurian belief in living in harmony with the earth. These common threads between Lemurian teachings and major world religions point to a universal truth that spans across time and cultures. The principles of love, unity, inner peace, self-mastery, and connection to the divine are found in many of the world's spiritual traditions. And it's possible that these timeless teachings originated from ancient civilizations like Lemuria. Even in modern New Age spiritual practices, we find echoes of the Lemurian wisdom. The focus on personal transformation, healing, and energy work in contemporary spiritual practices closely resembles the Lemurian emphasis on self-awareness and the use of energy for healing. The belief in collective consciousness and unity, along with practices like meditation and manifestation, draws directly from the core Lemurian teachings. In fact, many New Age thinkers often reference Lemuria as a source of ancient knowledge and spiritual practices. The parallels between Lemurian teachings and modern religions highlight the universality of spiritual wisdom and the shared human desire to understand our place in the universe. No matter the religious tradition, the quest for peace, love, and unity remains a common thread, reminding us that these teachings, though ancient, continue to resonate with us today. When we look deeper into religious texts, we begin to uncover hidden teachings that resonate with the wisdom of Lemuria. These teachings are not always immediately apparent. They are often concealed within metaphor, symbolism, and allegory. Many religious scriptures contain layers of meaning that, when properly interpreted, reveal spiritual truths similar to those of Lemurian philosophy. One of the most well-known examples of hidden teachings is found in the Bible, particularly in the teachings of Jesus Christ. While the Bible is widely interpreted as a guide to faith and morality, it also holds deeper metaphysical teachings that align with the Lemurian focus on unity and love. For instance, the concept of the kingdom of heaven within you, which Jesus speaks about, suggests an inner realm of spiritual potential and peace, echoing the Lemurian emphasis on inner harmony and enlightenment. Also, the idea of forgiving your enemies and loving your neighbor reflects the Lemurian principle of transcending lower emotional states and cultivating a higher consciousness. These teachings point to a deeper understanding of the human experience, one that aligns with the Lemurian belief in mastering the self and living in harmony with others. Moving to the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text in Hinduism, we find many parallels to Lemurian teachings. The Gita speaks of the importance of self-awareness, meditation, and spiritual growth. It emphasizes the need to detach from the material world and focus on the divine, which is very similar to the Lemurian practice of seeking higher consciousness and living in alignment with universal forces. The Gita also discusses the concept of dharma, or righteous duty, which echoes the Lemurian teaching of living with integrity and in service to the greater good. When we explore the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect, it aligns with the Lemurian teachings that every action, thought, and intention has a ripple effect on the universe. In the Tao Te Ching, a central text in Taoism, we see the idea of wu wei, or effortless action, which is reminiscent of the Lemurian belief in living in harmony with the flow of the universe. Taoism speaks of the importance of going with the natural flow rather than struggling against it, just as the Lemurians believed that by aligning with the natural rhythms of life, one could achieve spiritual peace and enlightenment. In the Quran, Islam's holy book, there are also hidden teachings that align with Lemurian wisdom. The Quran speaks of the oneness of God, which mirrors the Lemurian concept of unity. It emphasizes submission to the divine will, surrendering the ego, and living with compassion, all of which are central to Lemurian philosophy. Even in the teachings of Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam, we find practices that are strikingly similar to Lemurian spiritual practices. Sufism emphasizes the pursuit of inner transformation, the cultivation of love and compassion, and the importance of connecting with the divine presence within, which echoes the Lemurian teachings of self-awareness, energy healing, and unity with the universe. In fact, many of the world's spiritual traditions contain hidden messages that point toward the same universal truths. These hidden teachings, though expressed in different ways, are all reminders of the potential for human beings to transcend the physical world and achieve spiritual enlightenment. By understanding the symbolism and deeper meanings in religious texts, we can uncover the ancient wisdom that has been passed down through the ages, teachings that not only reflect the Lemurian philosophy, but also guide us toward living a more conscious and harmonious life. It's as if these teachings are woven into the very fabric of human spirituality, waiting to be rediscovered by those who seek a deeper connection with the divine. When we look at modern spiritual practices, it's clear that many of the principles taught by the Lemurians continue to shape the way we live today. One of the most prominent ways this is reflected is in the growing emphasis on mindfulness and meditation. In recent years, mindfulness has become a central practice for many people seeking mental clarity and emotional peace. This concept closely mirrors the Lemurian focus on inner harmony and spiritual growth. Lemurians believed that through deep meditation and self-awareness, individuals could transcend their lower instincts and tap into higher states of consciousness. Modern mindfulness practices similarly aim to quiet the mind, increase self-awareness, and help individuals reconnect with their true selves. Another modern practice that reflects Lemurian principles is energy healing. Today, practices such as Reiki, acupuncture, and crystal healing are widely used to restore balance to the body's energy system. These healing methods are rooted in the same understanding of energy flow that the Lemurians are said to have mastered. Just as the Lemurians believed in the power of energy to heal and restore, modern energy work is focused on clearing blockages, balancing energies, and promoting holistic well-being. These practices demonstrate that the Lemurian understanding of the body as an energy system continues to influence contemporary healing techniques. Additionally, the idea of living in harmony with nature, so central to Lemurian teachings, is reflected in the growing movement towards sustainability and eco-conscious living. Today, more people are recognizing the importance of protecting the earth and living in a way that is aligned with its natural rhythms. The Lemurians were deeply connected to the earth, and they saw themselves as caretakers of the planet. Modern practices such as organic farming, environmental activism, and sustainable living reflect this deep respect for nature. In fact, many spiritual teachings today, including the practices of yoga and holistic health, emphasize the interconnectedness of all life and encourage individuals to align their actions with the natural world. Furthermore, the practice of manifestation, which is a major focus in New Age spirituality, has roots that can be traced back to Lemurian teachings. The Lemurians believed in the power of thought and intention to shape reality. They understood that by focusing the mind and aligning it with the energy of the universe, individuals could manifest their desires and create the life they envisioned. Today, manifestation techniques, including visualization and affirmations, have become mainstream, with many people using these tools to achieve their goals and transform their lives. These practices show that the Lemurian belief in the power of the mind to influence reality is alive and well in modern spiritual practices. As we continue to explore these principles and incorporate them into our lives, we see how the ancient wisdom of Lemuria still resonates with us. From meditation and energy healing, to living in harmony with the earth, and manifesting our dreams, the Lemurian teachings continue to inspire and guide those who seek spiritual growth, personal transformation, and a deeper connection with the universe. In conclusion, the teachings of Lemuria offer a timeless wisdom that continues to resonate with modern spiritual practices and religious teachings. The concepts of unity, love, inner peace, and self-mastery, which were central to Lemurian philosophy, are found in many of the world's spiritual traditions. Whether it's the emphasis on love and forgiveness in Christianity, mindfulness and meditation in Buddhism, or energy healing and sustainability in modern New Age practices, these ancient principles continue to guide us today. While the existence of Lemuria itself may be shrouded in mystery, the wisdom it is said to have imparted remains relevant and powerful. It serves as a reminder that our connection to the universe, to each other, and to ourselves is at the core of our spiritual journey. By reflecting on the parallels between Lemurian teachings and the spiritual practices we engage in today, we can deepen our understanding of the universal truths that bind us all. It encourages us to live in harmony with nature, to cultivate inner peace, and to tap into the limitless potential that lies within each of us. As we continue on our personal journeys, the Lemurian teachings challenge us to remember our true purpose, to awaken to our higher consciousness, and to live with love, compassion, and awareness. Ultimately, whether or not we ever uncover the full history of Lemuria, the wisdom it embodies offers us a pathway to a more enlightened, harmonious, and connected life, one that reflects the very principles that have stood the test of time. As we've explored, the wisdom of Lemuria may be ancient, but its message is timeless, inviting us to awaken, to heal, and to remember who we truly are. Whether you see these teachings echoed in sacred texts, modern practices, or the quiet moments of self-reflection, their call is the same. Live in unity, seek inner peace, and align with the greater flow of the universe. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep uncovering these deeper truths together.